Is that just you, or is it you and the front office making decisions on how you're going to finish games like this?
I mean, we're all aligned in what we're doing. I mean, this is, we want to make sure that our young players are developing, our fans are getting to see them, and they are out there on the court. And I thought they all did really well, but it's also the ability for them to get the experience in those moments and what those moments feel like. And I was proud of all of them. I thought they did a really good job. They're going to play through mistakes and different things like that, but they play the right way, and we got to continue to, that's one area that we got to, especially on the offensive end, to define how we want to play going forward, and that's player movement and ball movement, and we got to make sure that happens, because when we are playing that way and that ball's hopping around and guys are touching the paint and collapsing the defense, it's a fun brand of basketball. But I was really proud of the young players.
Dylan just talked about wanting to reward that opportunity by being able to close those games. Neek pointed out by himself those 2 turnovers that he had down the stretch and wanting to learn from that. How important is it to empower those young guys to know they're going to make mistakes, but you got to go through them, and you want them to be fearless in that sense?
Yeah, putting them in those positions. I mean, in the ATO, we're coming out and the ball's going to be in your hand and you're going to make a play. And not until they get in those moments and they make those reads. And, you can do it in practice. You can draw it up on the board. You can show it to them. But they have to get into those moments and feel comfortable in those moments. And they will be better for it, no doubt about it. Super, super proud and excited for them and our organization as we continue to develop them down the stretch.
Coach Christie, Precious didn't get a chance to touch the floor. Is this just some, just trying to see some other things going on as far as adjustments?
I mean, there's only so many minutes. There's 10 guys that played, so it's gonna, down the stretch, it's gonna be like that. I mean, there's some other guys that didn't get, Plowden's been good. He didn't, get any minutes. Malik only played 17, so it's tough. I mean, Domaso's back, so but Precious is a fantastic. I like what Precious brings. He brings size and physicality, the ability to switch 1 through 5, and he'll get his opportunity.
Doug, what'd you think of DeAndre's debut with you guys and just the process of fitting in and kind of acclimating him to what you do?
You have to know it's going to be up and down with that, because you have one practice, you're trying to figure out plays and sets, and you're doing it on the stage in front of everybody. So, but there's a lot of good in what DeAndre does and brings. He stretches the floor. He can shoot the 3 ball defensively. He can pretty much guard 1 through 5. So we had him on Jerome early, and we were switching across the board. But the point is that's a big bonus for us, especially like when Keegan comes back, because you just got multiple guys that can switch and play multiple positions on the defensive end.
Getting to see Devin a little bit more recently, how much does he fit into that defend, rebound, share style that you want to play, and also his ability to push the pace?
Yeah, Devin's physicality, I thought he went in and grabbed 6 rebounds. I mean, he rebounds for a guard at a pretty high level, and even want to see him push more, because I think one of his attributes that can play for him and us is his speed, and would like to see him race that ball up the floor until somebody stops him, and then you could spray it from there or nash it, bring the ball back out on the other side. But that speed is something that he should take advantage of.
Then a night like tonight where young guys are closing, how much are you still seeing the veterans coach them up when they're headed to the bench and be mentors for these guys in those moments?
I think it's super important. There's a lot of corporate knowledge over there. Russ has been through pretty much everything. He's seen everything. The same with DeMar. These guys have, they've been in a lot of high leverage situations, and the ability to pass that information on to the young guys is super huge, because it's one thing we're coaching them all that that. But when it comes from your peer, it means a little something because they're out there, they've experienced it. Me as a player, that's a little different, obviously, because I played as well, so talking to them. But I love seeing when the veterans pay it forward and take the time of their time to engage with the young players. Yeah, appreciate you, guys. Yep.